And today we want to talk about a particular book or a particular topic. I don't know, mixed together. The book has got to the topic. The topic has led to the book. It's a little bit in that type. And you want to talk about a book that came to me. I don't even know. I've said it a lot of times. Let me say it again here. The books that have really been like a turnaround in my life, like a complete shift, even if it's 0.000000000, that 1% shift is already huge. Where most of the time the books that I was not looking for, like I did not go to the bookshop and said to myself, I want a book on this, on that. I maybe have been thinking about the subject, but the book came to me. I'll just say it that way. The book came to me. And this book that we're going to talk about this afternoon, whatever you are in the world, afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever, is one of that category. Is part of that category of book. I have in my personal library books that just came to me, and I was not looking for them. Sometimes I was not even really about the topic, but it was just on time. It was just on time, and I'm so grateful that they came to me. And this book that we're going to talk about today is about nutrition, is about diet. And how do we come to this book? Let me just tell you. I was battling for years with acid reflux. Went to the doctors and they prescribed a bunch of, a whole set of medication. We love the doctors. We love what they are able to do. They bring us to this point where at least when you are already you are already in the hole, they give you some sort of relief. And when they prescribed to me that all that bunch of prescription, it just got worse. Like the acid reflux was now more pronounced. It was now more. It got strength from all the medication that I was taking. And after some years, I did like everything that I could think about. And then I came to this point. I said to myself, I'm tired. Like, there's no other way to say it. I was just like, I am tired. I want to find a solution, a definite, conclusive, once and for all solution. I don't just want a relief. I want solution. I don't just want calming the symptoms. I want complete wholeness of my digestive system. And I don't want to pass it down to my children. That was one of the main things. I don't want to pass down this acid reflux to my children. I don't want that. And for it not to happen, I have to find a solution now. Implement the solution, embody the solution, completely heal and make myself whole before I can say anything before so that my children, my grandchildren, my lineage don't have this in their genes. And that's how this book. So I made that prayer to myself. I made that prayer. And something like, I don't know, is it up to 1 week? I don't even sure it made like 7 days. I fell on this book. I cannot even remember how the book came to me. I don't remember that. I did not go online to search for a book on nutrition or diet. No. I cannot even explain. I think I was going through a new set of books to buy. I don't really remember. I was not looking for it. It has passed. I made the prayer. It has passed. I was getting back in my activities, focus myself on other stuff of my life, my career, and other stuff. I was not into nutrition anymore, and this book came to me. And the title of this book is Eat Right for Your Type by Dr. J.D'Adamo. Eat Right for Your Type. When I saw that title, you know that there are sometimes that it's just intuition. You know that you know. When I saw this title, Eat Right for Your Type by Dr. J.D'Adamo, I just knew that this book is going to do something for me. So I dived directly into it. I dropped anything else that I was doing. I just went directly into the book. And the first genotype that the the doctor was addressing was my own, the oldest genotype on earth, that means O. And even before getting to that in the introduction, because the doctor explained how it came to this and how actually it was his father that was like much more like a holistic healer, who started why seeing patient coming up with certain ailments, infirmities, illnesses, and a practitioner as a naturopath. I think that was it. That was the profession of his father. He said to himself one of these days, what if it's like there is a pattern according to genotypes? It's like my clients that are have a certain kind of same type of illnesses that they gather together. Those who are A have a certain kind, those who are B have a certain, those who are AB has a certain kind of mixture. And he started saying, what if to heal those people? Because here was not just about healing, it was it was about living wholeness, being whole. And he said, what if I prescribe to them a diet that addresses their particular the ailments that have been seen, that according to the genotype, this is what they are mostly this is what they are mostly likely to fall into. Like for the genotype that is oldest genotype and that is O, he will say in the overall they have a digestive system that is very sensitive, very that we can even qualify of weak. So and he can understand it because when we retrace the older genotype, what were the first men on earth eating? Basically, red meat, seafood, fish. Maybe if you push a little bit, you may add eggs, but their diet is very basic and straight to the point. And he observed that with those people having that genotype, the O genotype, we start with it because it's my own, and I was so glad that he started with that one. They have the tendency of developing, a lot of issues with digestion, ulcer of the stomach, acid reflux. Like they are not. It's like their body has not received the information that they are no more. We are no more in the hunting time when man had to fight and with wild animals for his survival, and he also had to kill them to eat. He was not really yet a farmer. He was a nomad. He was going from place to place according to the seasons. And it's like that particular genotype or genotype, the body, their system has not received the information that since then man has been able to become a farmer. Man has been now is more sedentary. Man is now has learned to grow fruits and vegetables, and like it's like their system has not get the information, so they thrive more with really a basic, really basic diet, and a diet that will really privilege, really advantage, really thrive under animal protein in a general manner. Animal protein is the diet under which the O genotype thrive. You may add, and especially in this book, eat right for your sorry, I'm reading my notes. Eat right for your type. You may add, and especially here for the O genotype, he adds here and there some, vegetables and fruits, but most of the vegetables and fruits are out of his league, mostly poisonous to his system. And there are some fruits and vegetables that he may eat, but in general, they are poisonous to his system. So, but what's the genotype, the O genotype thriving is animal protein. Give him fish, give him red meat. Red meat is number one. Red meat, all sorts of red meat, number one. Give him fish, give him seafood, and the guy is good. The girl is good. And when I discovered that, it was mind blowing, and I believed it. Like I just knew that it would work. I just knew that it would work. So I went through the list that he was presenting, mostly becoming more intentional, more deliberate in eating animal protein, red meat, seafood, fish, eggs, and cutting down when it comes to vegetable and fruits, which was funny because I was raised in a home where the emphasis was really put on vegetables and really put on eating fruits. And I did so for quite a number of years of my life. I can say I did so since the womb of my mother, to come and discover now that my genotype is mostly thriving with animal protein. So it was already a very, very huge shift. And I love this book because it really, because I was coming to a point I was like, finally, what is the problem? What is it I'm not understanding? What's going on here? I like really getting frustrated and really desperate about the situation. And with this book and applying and starting to implementing, the advice, the counsel of Dr. Peter D'Adamo, and doing more research about that, and receiving more guidance, I really, really started to see an improvement. Of course, it was not always easy because, food is nutrition is very, very delicate, or diet is very delicate, because the truth is we have developed over time an emotional attachment to food. Most of us, when we learn things like that okay, you have been living your whole life eating the wrong food for your body type, and we are so grateful for this machinery that is called our body, because even when we eat poisonous things to our body still finds a way to survive, to make us to be alive, to make sure that we have some kinds of nutrients and we are able to move on and go on with life. But then comes always a time, and it will depend according to people, to the person, where it's like the body tells you, I've got to the, like I've come to my ceiling. Like you have to change, you have to drastically change things. I cannot continue with like this. I cannot. I don't want to, and I can't. And the real thing that makes those kind of radical shifts with diet so difficult, it is not really that okay, I've been taught all my life that I can eat fruits and vegetable, only now to discover that my genotype is not really thriving with that. At the contrary, my genotype is thriving with animal protein. But it's the emotional attachment, the stories, the memories, good memories that we have had and developed with those different foods. And that's what makes it hard to actually turn our back to them and accept to eat that which is purely, and that which is truly nourishment to our body, that which is truly healing, that which is truly medicine to our body. Because all those food that you've been eating all along, there are memories attached to them. You remember when your grandmother was cooking you cock, which is one of traditional dishes that you find in Africa, especially in the region of Central Africa, Cameroon. Or you remember when your grandmother was making you what, puddings, and you remember when your mother was doing this for you, or your father was doing that. So there is there is a story behind the food, and it's much more to the story behind the food that we are attached to than to actually the food or the nutrition itself. And that's what makes it so difficult for many millions of people to just eat right for them, for their body, for their genotype. It's not that they don't know that it's not good. Some don't know, some do, but they still are not eating the right thing. Why? Because there's that emotional attachment. How will I turn my back to the memories, the memories of love, of care, of those deep the memories of joy that I have attached to this food? Just because I've discovered now that it's not working for me. It takes a lot of discipline. It demands a lot of discipline. You have to be so disciplined and so high in your willpower and so dedicated and so focused, or you have come to the place where your body has so much suffered that you say, I'm tired to suffer. I'm tired to be tired to suffer. So I'm willing to do the 360-degree change. But that's what actually keeps us bound. And from there, I even evolved more and I discovered the carnivore diet. And as the other things in my life, the thing that really changed my life, it's not like I sit down and I say, I'm gonna do this now, I'm gonna research on this. I don't even remember how I discovered the carnivore diet. I was not even in nutrition. I was on YouTube. Yeah, thanks to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for sponsoring this. And I don't even remember. I just saw like a title, like carnivore something. I don't know. I can't even explain. I just clicked on it, and it was about the carnivore diet. And when I tell you that when I saw that, I knew this was a solution for me. For my gut issues, I just knew that if I have to heal my gut, this is it. I've been looking for the how do I heal my gut? I've been eating aloe vera, drinking it, finding other stuff, but it was a missing element. They were efficient, but it was like the missing element, the missing element. There's something that can actually heal my gut. And I discovered the carnivore diet. Oh my goodness. As I discovered it, I started bench watching everything that I could find on it, talk shows, live streams, everything, every video that I could find talking about the carnivore diet and the studies, scientific studies backing it up. I watched it. Not everything, because everything, new things are coming up, everything, but I was just watching. Young women saying that they went through the diet, older women saying they went through the diet, stuff, and it was just increasing, it was just making more and more um my disposition towards them more and more strong. And I decided that I have to go carnivore. This is the solution to all those burnt acid reflux, gut issues of all type, skin issue, like everything. I have to fix it. I have to fix it one and for all, one and for good. And as I said, I don't want to. I want to transmit a healthy genes to my generation, to my offsprings. And I went, and I remember very well how I started. And for 8 days straight, like 8 days straight, I ate only animal proteins. And oh my goodness, the way my body felt so good. My body felt so good. But now, the challenge was, as I was saying earlier, the emotional attachment to all those foods that I've been eating over the years since the womb of my mother, and to which I linked beautiful memories of love and care and joy. So I relapsed. I came back to the carbs and to the sugar. But I consider it as part of the journey. And I became, as I reintroduced, I relapsed into eating carbs and sugar. I still became more daily, more intentional when it comes to eat animal protein. Like if I have the choice, I deliberately eat more animal protein when it comes to food than carbs and sugar, because that's just what works for me. And so after a year or so of still doing that mixture, I was like, but why can I just not drop, vegetables and fruits and sugar? Like, what is it? I know the way I felt during this 8 days. Never have I felt like that in my life. It was so good. My life, my body was like, oh, I'm living, I'm loving, I'm thriving. But why can't just I continue with that? And that's when I had the enlightenment, the revelation that the issue is the emotional attachment you have with food. All these memories you have with these different dishes and what they represent, all these memories of the family eating together and eating those different dishes, and now you want to turn your back on them, is your subconscious, something in you resists, because it's like you are denying that. So I'm not saying your question Amelie, you asked a question. I'm not seeing the question. You said health. Yes, we are talking about health today with the book of Dr. Peter D'Adamo. Eat right for your type, where he's explaining. Apparently, I've already started when you came up, where he's explaining that there is a right way to eat according to your genotype. And unfortunately, there is a lot of people have a lot of issues with their health today because we are eating everything, mixing everything, and not really taking into consideration that is it possible? What if my type, my genotype is influencing the construction of my gene, the construction of my body, and therefore I have to eat a particular way, or I have to prioritize some kind of food because of my particular genotype. So those who are type O, which is the O, meaning oldest genotype on Earth, that means the very first men that had to fight with wild animals for their survival and for their protection and for their nutrition. That type is more prone, and their body is more prone and respond more accurately, respond with more when how could I say, respond more successfully, yes, that's the right word, to animal protein diets. And that genotype, oldest genotype on type O, is also weaker when it comes to digestive system. That means they don't really fast food, processed food, a lot of type of vegetables and foods, they don't really digest it. And so we are seeing that is a book that I recommend you to read, and I think it will really give you some enlightenment on the way to improve your health and your overall being, because we don't just want to not being sick, because there's a level where you are not sick, but we want to go above just not being sick to enter the realm of being whole, to enter the realm of divine health, to enter the realm where you are just whole, full of energy, vitality, lucidity of the brain, like living the life and enjoying the life fully without sneezing, coughing, flu, or whatsoever of that kind, because you have been able to understand your body, and now you are working in hand with your body, understanding what it really needs and giving to it what really needs. You understand that food is not a social, it's not a social event. Food is biology, and you have to, the first medicine, as even the father, the one that has been named the father of the medical field. Is it Aristotle? No, Aristotle. Oh my God, how could I say it's Aristotle? His name starts with H. Somebody can remind me in the comments. His name starts with H. The father of the modern medical science, and said that let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. So when we go back to that original pattern of thought that our ancestor had, let your food be your medicine, let your medicine be your food, we see how a lot of stuff that we are dragging with and which are really painful and difficult to us, we are delivered from them. We are relieved from them. They just leave our body. They just leave our system when we start applying that maxim. Let my food be let my food be my medicine and my medicine be my food. But now the main obstacle, as I was saying earlier, is that we have an emotional attachment to the food that we have been eating so far, because we did not know better and our parents did not know better. They gave us the best of what they knew. So that's it. So it's really a book that I recommend you guys on a Sunday like this. It's really a book that I recommend you to read. I can advise you after the introduction where he explained how he come to that book, coming from already the years of experience of his father, and proven experimentation with his patients from different genotype. And he went further, went to the official, like modern medical field, and still took that lane and saw that what his father had started was indeed like a path to take. I advise you after the introduction, go directly to your type. If you want to read the rest, the other types after that for your husband, because of your husband, your kids, your other family members, great. But go first to your genotype. Read what he said about your genotype, the recommendation he's giving, and all the stuff is really enlightening, and it gives you more power. I really think that we are really grateful for doctors. We are really grateful for hairdressers. We are really grateful for designer and stylists. But I think that one of the things that over the years is like we have lost as a human consciousness, that is that we have become so used to let other people know us better than ourselves. Like most people today, we are very comfortable with allowing a hairdresser to know better about our hair than ourselves. The hair is going on your own head, but the hairdresser has more knowledge, more understanding, more cues about your hair than you. We are accepting that a medical doctor should understand more our body. Somebody else should understand more who we are, what we are, how we function than ourselves. And although we understand that all those people are helps, and they are of great help. We love you, hairdressers. We love you, medical doctors. We love you, designers, and all that. But before a designer tells you this is the color that fits you, before a designer tells you this is the type of dresses that you should wear, this is the body shape that you should know it by yourself. You should know it by yourself. Of course, in this taking this route, there will be a lot of trial and errors. But in the trial and errors, you will learn. You will know better. And because you have dedicated yourself to know yourself, you will be even of a better guidance to your children, to your generation, because you did not just say, okay, my health is in the hands of my doctor. It doesn't concern me. No, it concerns you. It always concerns you. My hair is in the hands of my hairdresser. It doesn't concern me. It concerns you. It's your hair. It's on your head. By the way, what do you think of my crown? I'm in the mood of, you know, a better one is coming. A better one is already on the way. A better one is already there. So that was what we had for you today, guys. Have a very, very wonderful, restful beginning of the week, and enjoy family, enjoy personal time. Take time to journal. Take time to reflect. Take time to meditate. Happy Karim and Karem for those of you who do that. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye. The book of today was Eat Right for Your Time by Dr. Peter D'Adamo. Love you. See you tomorrow.